games are pretty basic. Some games try and complicate the battle system. And then there's some games that just make it weird. Here we'll be looking at the top 10 strange or weird battle mechanics in RPGs. Just to make sure, I don't think any of these are bad, just strange. Unless I specifically say that I hated them. So, let's get started. Number 10. Hex System, Wild Arms 4.
For the sake of my next move!
Before Wild Arms 4, the series had a traditional turn-based system with a few new things. The back of the box boasts that the new system will allow you to dazzle and defeat your foes with your quick wits and strategy. You basically enter one of the hexagons within battle, which will either have colors attached to it or it won't. The colors can be bonuses or negatives depending on the fight, but they can also change. If the enemy spews a toxic gas at you, the hexagon will become infected too, and whoever ends their turn on it will become poisoned. It's a tricky system that I personally hated, mostly by the fact that if every one of your party is in the same hexagon, you'll all receive damage from one enemy attacking the hex you're in. But the reverse is also true, so I guess it evens out. Number 9. Learning from Mortals, Lost Odyssey. A unique or tedious battle mechanic, depending on what you think, that allows you to learn skills off of team members. There are two types of team members. The Immortals and, well, the normal human characters, aka Mortals. The Immortals cannot learn skills by leveling up, unlike the normal humans. They instead select a skill off of them and learn it through gaining SP in battle. Some skills require a lot of skill points to learn and can drag out if you want all of your Immortals, there are 4 in total, to learn all of the skills in the game. You can do it for an achievement, but my god does it take forever. Number 8. Absorbing Magic, Legend of Legaia. Like a few upcoming entries on this list, this strange battle mechanic encompasses a large part of the battle system that the game offers. In Legend of Legaia, you fight monsters by inputting battle commands, choosing left, right, up, down to produce combos. That's not the strangest part. The weird mechanic comes from your ability to learn magic. Throughout the game, there are various enemies that possess certain elements in the game, and can be killed and absorbed to gain their magical ability. It is not always a guarantee that you will absorb an enemy and gain its power. You must deal damage close to its total amount, so no overkills if you want to get the magic. The rest is honestly pure luck, so you might have to find and fight the same monster over and over to absorb it. Number 7. Talking to Demons, Persona 2.
So, who wants to have their face smashed in?
A mechanic in the earlier Persona 2 game, in both Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment, this mechanic makes you trade in cards to summon certain persona to use in battle. But how do you get these cards? Well, you need to talk to the demons you go out and kill regularly, of course. You can interact with the enemy with anyone in the group. Depending on who you select will affect the mood of the demon. You must also pay attention to certain colors when you give them random answers, as it will determine if they like you and are willing to part with the card they are associated with. It's just strange.
Ooh.
Number 6. Blue and Red Damage, Resonance of Fate or End of Eternity.
Come on, I can do this.
While the entire battle system is complex and full of strange new things, it is the basic damage that I find the most strange and unique. In this game, you have 2 different kinds of guns, one that deals blue damage and ones that deal red damage. Guns that deal blue damage will deal a significantly larger amount of damage, but there's a catch. The blue damage cannot kill an enemy. That's where red damage weapons come in. If you hit an enemy with a lot of blue damage, as indicated in their health bar, with a gun that deals red damage, it will deal its normal damage plus whatever blue damage that had been accumulated on the enemy. It is also important to note that blue damage does decrease over time if you leave the enemy alone, so you should target those with blue damage in order to get rid of them. Number 5. Additions, Legend of Dragoon.
Blossom Storm!
A one-of-a-kind battle system, it prevents players from just mashing the attack button and gets them to focus just a little bit more with the timing. In the middle of the screen, you will have to time the hits of your characters by tapping the attack button once the square lines up at the center. This allows you to perform additions, and if executed correctly, will bring the character to shout out whatever title they have given the combo. I absolutely love this battle system, and I really wish this game had a sequel.
Die.
Number 4. Stacking, Disgaea Hour of Darkness. In this quirky tactical RPG game, you are allowed to do so many strange things. However, the strangest is the ability to pick up enemies or allies and throw them across a set range. What's even stranger is that you can pick up multiple people, forming a huge tower of people who you can throw and throw and throw. This is a good tactic for spacing out your team if you need to cover a large area, but it does look pretty silly. Number 3. Extra Experience, Breath of Fire 4. This is a strange one. In Breath of Fire 4, you can gain more experience points from an enemy if you attack them with their strong points. An example is the enemy called Legion, which powers up if you attack it with physical attacks. If you keep powering it up, it will deal out more experience points, if you can manage to kill it before it decimates your entire party. These things can get pretty damn tough if you're not careful, and can become even tougher than the final boss of the game, easily. But the reward for killing a tough enemy yields high rewards. Number 2. Death by MP, Star Ocean 3.
This is wonderful.
How do you like that?
When I first heard of this, it made no sense whatsoever. It still, to this day, doesn't make any sense to me. Since when did MP become a health risk? You run out of magic, so you die? What if you're a person who can't use magic? Are you just dead? So weird. Anyways, it's pretty straightforward, and can be helpful in certain boss fights. You can instead kill them with attacks that also damage their MP, and yes, it will kill them somehow. I just can't understand why they created this, but they did. Number 1. Purging, Artanelico 3. So apparently, getting naked, or close to being naked, makes magic stronger in this game. Although this unique power only affects the 3 in your party, how convenient, it is also freaking weird. Especially when the rest of the party gets pretty much naked as well and fights monsters. This was horrifying when playing with roommates around, as it would take too long to explain what the fuck was going on before getting those blank, judgmental stares.